Asked me to do a review on fishing gear, introductory sort of on fishing. Well, I'm no I'm no expert on fishing, but this is what I use. These, I'm in my boat, my favourite spot, and here I have a couple of cheap Chinese, I guess, fishing rods, a couple of small bait casting reels. Again, cheap, don't particularly recommend them, but they do the job. This is light gear, currently fishing in, as I say, my favourite spot, and I think they'll do the job. Just one hook and a sinker, about 2-3 foot trace, and I'm after bass. You can spend an awful lot on rods if you wish. I'm hoping one of these is going to go bananas while I'm talking. You can spend a lot of money if you wish, but I'm tight, I don't spend money. I really don't see the point. If you go in, I've seen people fish with some fantastic gear. I've got a colleague that makes fishing rods, and some of them look fantastic, and all the transfers and whippings and all this sort of thing. But I maintain that the fish do not know what's on the other end of the line. And it matters not whether you've got a gold-plated reel with all the latest gizmos or a broomstick. I don't suggest you fish with a broomstick. But that's my philosophy on it. I think your fish are probably after food, probably sex. I want to avoid being eaten by predators. I don't credit fish with any more intelligence than that, and I've been reasonably successful. So come on, rods, stop twitching. It's a lovely day here today. It's probably too hot, too calm. There's a northerly breeze. I prefer it in a different direction, just the way the boat sits in the water, but we'll give it a little while to see what happens. But you take a look round any fishing tackle shop, you'll see row after row after row of ridiculous lures and gaily coloured chunks of plastic and flashy this and that and the other. And I can assure you that 99.9% are designed to catch the angler, not the fish. So bearing that in mind, that's my simple philosophy for what it's worth. I don't know if I'm in shot or no, but I've just propped the camera up on the cabin there, and this is the rig I use. Don't know if you can see this. It's 3/4 ounce weight, 10-pound line, and here's an O2 hook with a large ragworm on the end. That should attract them. We'll just lob that out to the centre of the gully, somewhere there. Take up the slack. Come on, reel. That's it. Put the butt end in the inner tube, because these little devils, when they go, they go. The coast round here is pretty flat, so any features, as shown on this fish finder, this little gully, well, that's about 6, 8, 10 feet wide at most. And my approach is to seek these out wherever possible. At this point I'll stop the video. You should be able to hear me much clearer. I seek out any depressions, rocks, or any features where fish may hide for prey or seeking food, or centre of gullies there washed out that can produce worms and the like. But it's not always easy to find these, and as soon as I see one on the fish finder, I throw a marker over the side, which is nothing more than a 10-pound lead weight with a line and a marker buoy. Then I motor upstream from this and paying out the anchor line until I get back to where this feature was, and then I'm able to fish directly within the Satch gully and so forth. I find this a very useful approach. The very basic principle of echo sounders, fish finders, is nothing more than a sound wave or pulse put through the water, and you're giving a representation display of what comes back. The echo, if you like. It's not really in the human hearing range, although if you actually place the transducer against your ear with it running, you'll hear a tick 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 ticking noise, but that's the flexing of the piezo crystal. So when you do find somewhere that looks very promising, it's a good idea to turn the echo sounder off so as to avoid spooking the fish. Because sound waves travels at different speeds through air and water, and some fish don't have a swim bladder, which will alter the display. Such fish such as rays, plaice, flounders, dabs and the like, which is why you'll never see those on the bottom of a display. I'll pause the video again so you can hear me. This fish finder is a 160C by Garmin. The C stands for colour. It was on the boat when I bought the boat, and I think they currently cost about £360. I don't really see the advantage of a colour one. Okay, so you've got some additional information, but it's, in my opinion, quite limited, especially for the cost of the thing. I have done a video where I used a cheap head unit and on my previous boat, and the total cost of that installation was £29, which is quite a saving. But as it was on the boat, well, we'll keep it. Sorry, this is a bit of a mishmash, but I promise better quality next time, but I thought you'd rather see it than not. Bye for now.